Hi, group number ones. Welcome to this week's reading. This week we are doing a collective checkup. So we're going to be doing a Celtic Cross. And we're just going to be checking up on your general state of being and any messages that your guides have for you. So this is the card that drew you guys in. She's a beautiful unicorn fairy. I really like this card. So that's the card that drew you in. We will use her as kind of a guiding light for us as we do this reading. I will be using my Hush Tarot today to do your reading. So here we go. If you haven't ever seen one of these before, when I do these readings, I do a Celtic Cross spread and we just go through it. All right? So, guides of group number one, would you please tune me in with their energy and give them any guidance that you have for them. That one for sure. This one also. This one should be that way. It should be that way. And now we'll do the rest. Okay. Oops, sorry. Hold on, let me adjust so you guys can see the whole thing. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're gonna go through each card individually just so that you guys kind of get an idea of what each position means and what is happening. So we're gonna do it that way, and then I will kind of flesh out what the whole thing means after we go through each individual card. So the first card we have, this is your current state, and we have the Two of Cups for you guys. I love that. Two of Cups is your current state. Crossing you, we have the Empress card. Ooh. I like this. So, just on these two cards, I'm getting the sense that you're somebody who is often in partnership with other people. You're somebody who gets a lot of satisfaction and maybe even identity from how you relate to others, how you interact with others. Maybe you were taught when you were younger that like other people's needs mattered more than yours, or maybe you were taught like it's selfish to care about your own needs, or maybe you're just somebody who just isn't sure who you are, so it's easier to focus on other people and help them out. But the thing that's crossing you is the Empress card, and the Empress is all about self-care and understanding and possession. That's what I'm seeing from those two cards, but I'm going to keep going and we're going to see what other meanings we can derive from this whole reading. So this card is what is behind you, and we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card about grief, but it's also about seeing the worst in things, kind of a thing. It's about keeping your focus on the negative instead of the positive. So that is behind you. Crowning you, we have the Chariot card. The Chariot card is about moving forward. It's also about harnessing great powers and abilities to push you forward, to find forward momentum in yourself. And then ahead of you, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card about just generosity. It's also a little bit about, sometimes it can be about stinginess, and sometimes it can be about doing good for the benefit of others, to show off, as opposed to actually doing good for good's sake. It's also a bit about balance, so that's ahead of you. And then what we have at your feet is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about how life keeps moving, how events are never ceasing, there's always a cycle. That which is up must always end up down at the bottom, and that which is at the bottom ends up at the top. It's a constantly moving flow of the world. So that is the cross around you guys. So the things that I'm really seeing here are like, there's been in the past an issue with your self-worth, and because of that, you kind of saw everything as a negative. You saw things as not going your way. But there is a chance here. There is an opportunity here that the universe is crossing your path with, to take a hold of your own future and to see that not everything lasts forever. Like, this bad moment in the past is not your whole existence. It is merely a moment that you are going through, and now the wheel is turning for you. There's fortune is shifting. And there's a chance for you to embrace yourself as you want to be, as you feel you should be, instead of catering to other people's ideals about you, instead of being what other people expect from you. You're retaking the balance of your life and making it about you, making your own life about you, making yourself the main character in your own card, instead of sharing it with a bunch of background people. Yeah. So now we're going to do this little stack here, and then I'm going to talk about this little stack, and then I'm going to talk about the whole thing together a little bit. Okay, so these cards all have a different meaning. So this bottom card is your attitude, and we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. Focus on the 10 of Cups, please. You have the 10 of Cups. This next card is what is influencing you, the people around you, and you have the 8 of Cups. This deck has Roman numerals, and sometimes I mess up which ones mean what, but this is 8 of Cups. This is the 8 of Cups. And the next card, these are your hopes and fears, and we have the World card. Wow, you guys got a lot of major arcana. The World card. And last but not least is the Outcome. And we have the 6 of Wands. Six of Wands. So, what do I see here? First off, you guys have 4 major arcanas, which is pretty significant. Major arcanas they're like big world events, big life events kind of a thing. Big themes. Not that the minor arcanas aren't like important and aren't big ideas. They really are, but majors are even bigger. So what do I see here? I see your attitude. The reason why you're even like you're even being given this opportunity to embrace yourself and really take full ownership of yourself is that you have really done some shifting of your mindset. This is the 10 of Cups, which is the happily ever after card, really. It talks about family and happiness and fulfillment and emotion. Whatever that means for you, whether that's chosen family or biological family or married into family, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever family means to you, that's what this card is. So I think there's been a shift in your attitude from this to this. And this shift has made it so that you're no longer thinking about what has gone wrong and what the bad is, but instead you're thinking about, but what if it went right? What if all my dreams come true? What if I found the life that I wanted? What if I worked towards the life that I wanted instead of thinking about what has gone wrong or where I am lacking? What if I looked at what I do have and then also tried to build more? This is a huge attitude shift for you guys, because this is behind you and this is your new attitude. And I think because of this, because of the want for something better for yourself, you have been able to see some of the relationships in your life as these relationships are here only because I took care of them, only because I was their 2 of Cups, not because they wanted to be around, not because they wanted to pour into me, but because they got poured into. So this card talks a lot about leaving behind that which no longer serves you. The 8 of Cups really talks about leaving behind the cups that are no longer worth taking on your journey. And I feel like your shift in attitude has really shown you that some relationships are just not worth it. Some relationships were all you, and the other person was not putting into it at all. And some relationships are definitely worth it and worth taking on the trip with you. But there's been a bit of a shift of, I deserve better than what I have. And because of that, I'm going to walk away from some things and some people that are not good for me. Yeah, that is tough. And then we have the World card, and this card is in your hopes and fears area. So the World card talks about completion. It talks about the ending of something, often the perfect end of something. And a bunch of the research that I do on my own about tarot, the World card is often has like the 4 elements in the 4 corners, and the woman in the center is supposed to represent the completion of the world, like the world's spirit, the like perfect soul that we all join into at the end. Anyway, I feel like your hopes are to improve, to become better, to reach enlightenment, to become this empress that you you think you might be able to do, but your fears are that you might not reach it, that you maybe you have a fear that those negative people in your life that you're putting to the side, that maybe they're right, that maybe you're selfish, or maybe you're just not as worthy. But they're wrong. Like, the outcome of this whole thing is the Six of Wands, which is victory. This is you succeed. You charge into this change, you charge into this enlightenment, you find yourself, and you begin to harness all of the forces and things around you to really shape yourself and find your happily ever after, to find the place where you believe you belong, where you can call home. Yeah, the outcome is victory. Your guides are really like, yeah, there needs to be a balance in your life of, for you, like, the scales have been tipped in everybody else's favor, whether you've done that or other people have done that or manipulated you to do that. The balance needs to shift. Your guides are saying now it's time to focus on you. It's time to really explore self. It's time to dig down deep, find the issues that you are coming up against, and really face them head on. Don't shy away from them. Really face all of the hard things and unearth what's really going on, so that you can find your victory, so that you can find your eternal home, so you can find your chosen families. Yeah. Whew, that's a lot. But yeah, you guys are on a real journey, and like, you know that this is the journey you're supposed to be on. You know that you're this magical unicorn fairy. You know you're supposed to go forward with this. You know you're supposed to find this bright light within yourself, and you are embracing it. And that's awesome. Good job, you guys. Yeah, I really think that's all I'm seeing for you guys at the moment. I am going to pull one more Fairy Oracle card, because I feel like this was just the tone of this, but there's another message for you guys. So I am going to pull one more of those, and then I'm going to pull an Affirmators card. And that'll be your reading, okay, you guys? So yeah. Fairies, would you please give me one message for my group number ones about this journey to discover self that my group number ones are embarking on? How can they grab all the reins of all the horses and drive themselves forward? Just one message, please. One message. One message about self-discovery, please. Oh, there it is. All right. Ooh, love this. Oh, they match. Card 45. The Lady of Joy, which I think really matches this energy you guys are in. And look, she looks very similar to our unicorn fairy. The Lady of Joy, card 45. And we are going to read this to you out of the book. I want to put this card somewhere. How about I put it right there? Lady of Joy. Card 45. Ooh. The Lady of Joy. Joy in the moment. Sharing. True gift. To choose the Lady of Joy is to receive a true gift for yourself. This is very Empress energy. She is such an important being. To know her touch is to know pure joy. She comes to remind you that joy can be found everywhere at any moment. It has no size limits, no sell-by dates, no conditions attached. It just is. So accept this gift. Find joy in the moment and pass it on. Joy multiplies when you pass it on to others. It is infinitely large, so if you give some away, you will always have more than enough for yourself. A good thing to remember in a world that can seem joyless much of the time. Fairy is a joyous place. By finding joy in the everyday, you help to make the veil between the worlds thinner and the probability of fairy contact much more likely. So do your duty for the cause of the interworld communications and be joyful. Aww. All right, and last thing I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to pull out an affirmators card for you to just affirm the messages your guides are giving you. Yeah, approach this journey with joy. Leaving things behind can really lighten your load and leave you feeling relief and joy. So don't be afraid of upsetting those who aren't worth it. That one? Want one more or no? No. Okay. So the card that you guys got is Beauty. Beauty. I just have to read this card straight from the card because that's how it works. But Beauty. I am beautiful even when I don't think it. I am beautiful even when I don't see it. I am beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all of the time to show it. Aww. Well, group number ones, this is all I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my reading. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That's really all I have for you guys. I hope you have a blessed everything. This was Pan. Bye, you guys.